You want to be that girl. You want to be that girl, you are just that girl, okay? But if you want to be that girl, you want to smell like that girl. This one. Hey everyone, it's Aaliyah. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about some of the fragrances that I got recently and what I think about them. Should you get them? I have been wearing these fragrances basically for about a week or two. I'm honestly pretty new to the fragrance world, but it's just so interesting to learn about notes and, you know, most of the fragrances here are more like gourmand. I do have maybe one or two that's a little more like on the floral side, but like basically they're all very kind of sweet, tasty kind of perfumes, which is kind of what I like. I love anything with vanilla in it. So if you're not into that, I mean, there's probably no use watching this unless you just want to look at me or something. Basically, all of these fragrances are like Middle Eastern fragrances because they are, in my opinion, the most affordable fragrances. I do have two celebrity fragrances here. I guess technically one wasn't that affordable, but you know, it's fine. Starting off with Eclaire by Lattafa. This fragrance I think is new, so it was a little bit more on the pricier side, but still not very expensive because once again, Middle Eastern fragrances are just not super expensive to begin with usually. And all of them are basically like 100 mils, I think. I would say just smelling it out of the bottle, I get very like caramel kind of vibes. I'd say caramel and milk. If you just love that very like a warm sweet fragrance, this one is really, really great. In terms of like longevity and stuff, I definitely smell it for hours, but I would say that I get prone to like nose blindness, at least when I spray it on myself. Like I'm not really sure in terms of like longevity how much this sort of lingers. It is kind of like a drink, like a latte of some sort, and I think that this actually is supposed to be inspired by a fragrance called Bianco Latte, which I have not smelled. I'm gonna try to smell it if I can, but yeah, this smells really, really good though, and if this smells anything like that, I'm sure that smells really good too. If you are someone that likes that kind of milky, caramel, sweet, syrupy kind of fragrance, this is definitely for you. You love vanilla as well, like get this one. You can't go wrong. The only thing I'll say is that initially when I first started spraying it, I smelled a lot of alcohol in it, like rubbing alcohol, you know? So I will say that is the one thing I didn't love. And also maybe the packaging. The original website that I bought it from, the fragrance actually broke. Like the paint is actually coming off. I don't know if you can see that. The paint's coming off and it came off super easy, which was surprising because I actually find that the fragrances that I have for this brand, they are like really nice bottles. Like also this is kind of annoying, I'm not gonna lie, this being this like clunky shape at the top. Another very kind of more sweet sort of gourmand. This is not Middle Eastern, sorry. This is like a celebrity perfume. So this is Jessica Simpson Fancy. I feel like if you know Amber Romance by Victoria's Secret, like that body mist, I feel like you'll like this one. I feel like they're very similar to each other and actually very sweet and very fresh. I know some people don't believe spraying perfumes on your hair is a good idea, but I do it anyway. My hair is dry, it's already dry, like I don't care. I feel like the longevity of this is pretty good. I haven't actually tried to wear it beyond maybe just on my wrist, so I feel like this is actually pretty potent. I could see why someone might not like it though, just for the fact that it does feel a little bit mature. Like it does feel like, not like old lady, but definitely, we'll just say a woman who's getting there. It has a very fresh vibe to it. Even though it has that sort of gourmand kind of feel to it, it's very fresh, which is why I like it, because like that's two of my favorite styles of perfume. Basically things that are fresh and things that are gourmand. So there you go. Although it has a bit of sweetness, it does smell very clean. I like this design. It's very pretty. It's easy to, you know, spray and everything. I don't have any problems with that. And it actually has a good weight to it. So I like that as well. Continuing on with that sort of like sweet and sort of warm fragrance, especially as we're heading into fall, because I will say that these are probably perfect for fall. So I said that this is an affordable haul. However, this one, I got a little bit before the other one, so I wore this one actually a little bit longer. It's not the most affordable, but it's actually not a bad price at all in my opinion. This is Billie Eilish's perfume called Eilish #1. So this is the first one that she released. I feel like this is super ambery. Kind of almost musky vibe to it as well. But it is very, you know, there is a bit of vanilla. I would say the vanilla shows up more, like, especially on my skin after the fact. Like I noticed more of that kind of marshmallowy vibe as like a couple hours passed. It's super warm and sweet, and all of these are, by the way, are very feminine. I mean, some of them technically could be like unisex, but they're all like very feminine to me. This is really, really nice. And yeah, it's very like sweet and warm. Yeah, all these things are gonna be sweet and warm. So I do recommend this. I'm not gonna lie though, I was surprised when I smelled it because that's not what I thought. Like people are saying, oh yeah, vanilla perfume, vanilla. This does not smell like a vanilla perfume. It's like giving me that kind of face. Yeah, you don't smell like a vanilla perfume. And the bottle is just super beautiful. Like this is just a work of art. It's just so pretty. I just like it. And it's really heavy. Like it feels like an award. I'd like to thank me. Even though it's not what I expected, I really enjoy this fragrance. I gave it a day to kind of get used to it, and then I actually really like it. Put it over here. Should I put it there? So the next one that I have here is actually a very popular dupe for something that I haven't smelled either. This one is by Lattafa as well. This is Lattafa Kahmrah. Definitely the bottle is giving the vibes of what it's duping, which is supposed to be Angel Share by Kilian. I have to smell it. This is actually a unisex fragrance. You can kind of tell. When I made my first purchase, this actually went out of stock and I was super angry because I was like, damn, I was thinking I could have just made my order, but I was able to get it from a different website. Some people describe it as like a freshly baked apple pie. I kind of compare this to like a fall scented candle. So when you go to Bath and Body Works and you get those like more cinnamony kind of smelling candles, I'd say this is just like that. There's like a specific one that Bath and Body Works sells and I love it, but I can't remember the name of it. This is what that smells like to me, but just a little more elevated and suitable for like an actual fragrance. But yeah, if you love fall scented candles, this one right here, it's such a great price because I will also say the longevity in this is crazy. You don't need to spray a lot. I would also say this is better suited for cooler weather. It goes with the whole, you know, fall vibe. Then we kind of move into more like the florals, and I only have two here, and they're both Middle Eastern. So this is Yara by Lattafa. Out of all of these, I think this is my favorite. I'm just addicted to this smell. I don't know why. And the funny thing is when I first opened this up and smelled it, I was like, no. And then like I gave it like, you know, I think like a good day. Never mind, I love it. Like I actually love it. It's so sweet and syrupy but it's like floral. It's powdery, but then it feels very gourmand and like something you can eat. Very girly. The bottle is kind of interesting. I feel like maybe this is very Middle Eastern vibes. By the way, this is like the only one that's like a plastic bottle. I can't stop smelling it. It just smells so good. But I will say that for a lot of people, you might actually not like this at all, because I didn't like it when I first smelled it, but like it definitely grew on me really fast. I just love it. I next time I make an order, I am for sure getting a backup because I love this and it's so affordable. Out of all of them, this was the most affordable. And I ordered all of my stuff basically from like kind of like the perfume, online perfume warehouses. And I haven't smelled any of these prior, so they're all blind, including the Billie Eilish perfume. The stuff it's the bomb, okay? It's popular on TikTok, I know that, and I found out actually after the fact. I'd say if you like something like Good Girl Blush by Carolina Herrera, you might like something like this. I'm not saying they smell the same, but you might like something like this. It's just a little more sweet and syrupy. I'd say also if you like Sol de Janeiro type of cheirosa sprays, then this is something that you might like as well because it kind of has that vibe to me. I washed a top where I sprayed this and I took it out of the dryer. I was folding all my clothes and I think I like had it to my face and I smelled this. So it's pretty strong. It lasted through the wash. So meanwhile, I'll just be spraying it like crazy. But it does seem like it's pretty strong. So I would definitely recommend this if you like those powdery, soft, sweet, girly kind of fragrances. You want to be that girl. You want to be that girl, you are just that girl, okay? But if you want to be that girl, you want to smell like that girl. This one. And then over here I have Delilah by Maison Alhambra. So this is another Middle Eastern fragrance. This is actually supposed to be a dupe for everyone's beloved delilah. Again, another fragrance I have not smelled yet, and I'll let you all know when I do, but until then, this smells really good. Ooh, This is big girl perfume. You still want to smell girly and sweet and nice, but you want to kind of elevate it a little bit. A lot of people say that this does smell very close to what it's, you know, imitating, I guess, which is, if it does, this is awesome because this was not expensive. I think it's like the older sister to Yara, where she's a little bit more mature, not like old, but like mature. It just has a added layer of freshness. I would say this one is just super fresh, and this is really good, I think, as well, in my opinion, for warmer weather. Out of all the ones I have here, this is probably the most appropriate for the warm weather because it does have that kind of freshness to that sort of sweetness. Although I wouldn't say this is actually sweet. It's just a lot more floral and fresh. There is one that I want to talk about that I got that I really just did not vibe with. Fragrance by Lattafa, and it's called Teriaq. It should not be called teriaq. It should be called teriyaki, okay? Because this thing smells like teriyaki sauce. I think somebody on Fragrantica had called it like root beer and soy sauce. That is exactly how I would describe this. It's the leather. I think it's the leather note in here that's just making me just not like it. It's not the worst thing I've smelled, but yeah, there's just like a smokiness. I think I saw someone online say that, oh, this is a black opium dupe. I'm like, this is not a black opium dupe. I don't like this, and it's so unfortunate because let me say, this bottle is so cool. So it's really, really unfortunate. I don't really want to like keep it around and see if it smells better later on. I very bravely did one spritz on one wrist, went for a walk, and I was like smelling it. I'm like, oh my God, gross. Yeah, so this is me delving into the world of fragrances, and I'm having a blast. I did get a lot of Middle Eastern ones because I wanted to have like different types of fragrances. I didn't want to like break the bank to do it, you know? So I do think that's actually a really great thing to do if you want to get into fragrances. Go check out the Middle Eastern fragrances or celebrity fragrances because a lot of the times they're going to be a lot more affordable. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to watch more videos like this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, let me know what you think. Are you interested in any of these? Have you tried some of them? What's your opinion? Anyway, that's it. Thanks guys, bye!